sir, everybody. My name's Harry James. When we last heard from Trae Young and our much beloved Oklahoma Sooners, they lost a heartbreaker to rival Oklahoma State in the NCAA tournament, which means that they would have to await an invite to the NCAA tournament. And whether you believe it, they got it. They're off to Pittsburgh for the first couple of rounds of the NCAA tournament. So, the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 will be in Omaha, but first they have to get past a couple of these teams. Also in the sub-region that Oklahoma's in, second-seeded Duke, 25-7, 15-13 in ACC play. The Rhode Island team out of the A-10, 25-7, 10-8 in the Atlantic 10 play. Oklahoma is the 10th seed, 18-12, 8-10 in Big 12 play. And finally, the number 15 is the Iona Gales, 20-13 and 11-7 in MEAC play, MAAC play. All right, guys, we'll review this side of the Oklahoma bracket coming up next on the men's edition of NCAA basketball. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The subdivision that Oklahoma is in has a couple of pretty good teams. The second seed, we'll start at the top. The second seed is the Duke Blue Devils, 25-7, 15-13 in ACC play. Lost to North Carolina, 74-69 in the ACC semifinals. Their head coach is Mike Krzyzewski, or Coach K as some may call him, a 1969 grad from Army West Point, and is in his 38th year with the Dukies. Helping him keep things afloat in the Duke lands is number 35, Marvin Bagley III. You got to get that third in there. And number 3, Grayson Allen, leading them in points. We'll start with 35, Bagley III, Marvin Bagley III. 21.1 points per ball game this season for the Blue Devils. Also averaging 11.5 boards and 1.6 assists per ball game for the Blue Dukies of Duke. The Blue Devils also have number 3, the Devil himself, Grayson Allen, the Tripper. 15.7 points per ball game, though, on the court. Also on the court this season, averaging 3.5 boards and 4.9 assists per ball game for the Duke Blue Devils. Moving on to the next highest seeded team in the bracket, the 7th seed. That's the Rhode Island Rams, who Oklahoma will play in the first round. They are a 25-7 team, 10-8 in Atlantic 10 play, lost to rival Davidson in the Atlantic 10 championship game, 58-57. Their head coach, Dan Hurley, 1996 grad from Seton Hall, and is in his 6th season with Rhode Island. Helping him try to beat Oklahoma and Duke and go far in this tournament will be easy with 2 leading returning scorers in double figures this season. They average double figures, that is. 32, Jared Terrell, and number 0, E.C. Matthews are the double figures scores this season. We'll start with 32, Jared Terrell, 17.5 points per ball game this year for the Rhode Island Rams. Also ramming hard with 3.4 boards and 2.4 assists per ball game for the Rams of Rhode Island. Up there in Rhode Island, it gets cold. But you know who's not cold is E.C. Matthews, shooting the ball, averaging 12.8 points per ball game, 3.8 rebounds, and 0.9 assists per ball game for the Rams of Rhode Island. The 10th seed, the next team in the bracket, the next lowest seed, that's when you get to our beloved OUMBB Sooners. That are, let's see, 18-12 this year, 8-10 in Big 12 play. Oklahoma State is who they lost to, 70-69, and the Big 12 championship first round in Kansas City. Their head coach is a 1974 grad from Kansas State University, and that's Lon Kruger, and is in his 7th year in the Midwest, back at Oklahoma, back in the Midwest. Helping him get Oklahoma back to where I and most Oklahoma fans think they should be, at least in the tournament. Number 11, Trae Young, the freshman from Norman North. Also, number 0, Christian James. We'll start with the young gun. Trae Young. Trae averages 27.5 points per ball game this year, 3.9 boards, and 8.9 assists per ball game for the Sooners at Oklahoma. Also, number 0, Christian James on this list, 12.5 points per ball game, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per ball game for the Sooners of Oklahoma. And finally in this bracket, the 15th seed is the Iona Gales. 20-13, 11-7 in MAAC play. Got the best of Fairfield in the MAAC championship game, 83-71. With behind the head coach Tim Pluis, 1983 grad from Hofstra University, and Coach Pluis is in his 8th year with Iona. Helping him get Iona back to where he thinks they should be, number 0, Ricky McGill, and number 2, E.J. Crawford. We'll start with 0, Ricky McGill, who averages 13.5 points per ball game, 4.1 boards, and 5.6 assists per ball game for the Gales of Iona. Also, number 2, E.J. Crawford, 12.9 points per ball game, 3.5 boards, and 1.1 assists this year for the Iona Gales. Alright guys, the post game is up soon. You can catch this and all my other videos. The women's bracket breakdown, also the football preseason preview will be up soon. You can catch all that and more on my YouTube account, Harry James Taylor. They're also up on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, and Twitter at HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner everybody. I'm out of here. See ya.